Hello everybody! Today I am going to be ranking all the mini bosses in vanilla Minecraft. In case you're wondering about my skin, basically the character creator is jacked up and my old skin just keeps glitching out and I can't use it, so I'm using this as a backup. Alright, now you may be asking, I don't have a PC, so how am I going to do the tier list? Well, yes, I did build an actual tier list in Minecraft. Praise me for the effort. Anyways, let's get started in ranking. First mini boss, the Ravager. Now, normally this guy would be tough. He's definitely the tankiest mini boss. He has a lot of health, and he can do a lot of damage. But the thing is, once you get enchanted diamond armor, netherite armor, and even most importantly of all, a shield, this guy is extremely easy to take care of. Because the shield, it can stun him, giving you some time to get a few good hits in. Not to mention, unlike the Iron Golem, which also has 100 health, it doesn't have the armor. It's just give me a sec. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Unlike the Iron Golem, the Ravager doesn't have armor points, so it will take more damage. The drop is good. Saddles are one of the rarest items in the game and are extremely hard and are extremely good. I rank this guy C. Don't get me wrong, he is one of my personal favorite mini bosses. Okay, let me suffocate. My bad. Okay. Anyways, next mini boss. Next mini boss, the Evoker. This is, in my opinion, the most interesting one. He's definitely not the hardest, but he's definitely the most interesting. I rank him B. The drop he gives is very useful. The Tone of Undying, it's very good. His attacks are also interesting. He's one of the very few mobs that can summon in another mob in game. Not to mention, he has the fangs. So yeah, I rank this guy B. Next mini boss, it's a Evoker again. Yeah, the next mini boss is actually the Illusionist, but in the version I play, we don't have the Illusioner. So I'm just going to be using another Evoker to represent him. Illusioner. Easy S tier. Easy S tier. A Illusioner can make duplicates of himself. He can... and you have to find which duplicate is the real him. And sometimes the real him can be invisible. Not to mention, he fires a bow with more accuracy than a skeleton, mind you. And to top it all off, he can also blind the player. The one problem with him is that he doesn't drop anything good. However, Mojang did confirm that he will be getting an update and be coming to vanilla, and quite possibly even being a part of raids. So yeah, I'm putting the Illusioner in S tier, just because of the fact that when he gets updated, he might have a useful drop, maybe like a potion or something. Or even better, maybe an enchantment. Next mini boss, Enderman. Now, some people don't consider it a mini boss in vanilla, but it is a mini boss in dungeons, so guess what? I'm counting it, and there's nothing y'all can do to stop me, because it's my video. Anyways, I'm putting it in, I'm not even putting it in C tier, I'm putting it in F tier. The Enderman is definitely the easiest mini boss in vanilla. It's really easy. The Ender Pearl is going to be useful. I will give it that. You can throw it to teleport, and it's also one of the 2 items required to find a stronghold. But the Enderman's attacks, they aren't really that lethal. It can teleport away sometimes, like a freaking coward. And on top of that, it doesn't take damage in water. However, you can only kill it with a why did I say it only? It takes damage from water. It's scared of it. However, you can only take care of it with a sword. But that doesn't make up for how weak it is. So I'm putting it in F tier. Next one, Elder Guardian. I think you can state that. think you can escape me? Oh. Okay, apparently he can. Anyways. Elder Guardian, next mini-boss. Yes. The true classic. The first mini-boss add-in. Some people consider it a boss. The way I see it is that on its own, it's a mini-boss. However, in a woodland, not woodland, in a ocean monument, where all three of them are together, I count it as a boss. Elder Guardian, I put it in B tier with the Evoker. The Elder Guardian, it's not really that hard to defeat. It's the second tankiest, right behind the Ravager, has 80 health. The damage it does, it's pretty, say it's decent. It's at least enough to make you want to go down there with at least iron armor. The drops are sometimes useful if you're planning on building a underwater base, but aside from that, sponge ain't really that useful for anything. Also, the Elder Guardian, the real challenge from the Elder Guardian is the guardians that spawn with it, if I'm being honest. Next mini boss, Piglin Brute. Now this would be S tier, cause after all, it is the hardest mini boss in the game, in my opinion. It has 50 health, the third tankiest mini boss. It does a lot of melee damage with a golden axe. It can easily destroy a shield. It isn't distracted by gold or gold armor. If you hit it in a Bastion Remnant, all the other piglins will attack you, and there's up to 5 of them in one singular Bastion Remnant. But the problem with this guy, the massive problem that moves him from S tier to A tier, he doesn't drop anything except for his golden axe time to time. So just for that reason of you being the hardest mini boss but not dropping anything good, you're in A tier. I'm sorry, you had this coming, man. You had this coming. And I also just remembered they turn into zombified piglins. That's the other one. Anyways, next and final mini boss, the 4 Horsemen. Now this guy, I put him at F tier because on its own they're very easy to defeat. I mean, the horse, it's not that hard to defeat. Same for the skeleton rider. I mean, yeah, it does have an enchanted helmet and bow, but it's not really that hard. But you don't fight one at a time. You fight 4 at a time. And when you have 4 skeleton horsemen with horse so they run fast, armor so they take less hits, and a bow that does a lot of damage, you got yourself a nice A sandwich. Not to mention, as the reward, you can even get the horse. And that's going to do it for the ranking. If y'all disagree with anything of mine, please do let me know. Here's the final results. F tier, Enderman. C tier, Ravager. B tier, Evoker and Elder Guardian. A tier, Piglin Brute and Skeleton Horseman. And S tier, the best mini boss in the game, in my opinion, the Illusioner. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all feel like I deserve it, leave a like, and hey, there's a subscribe button there for a reason. Why not press it? Press it? God darn it! What? There's a subscribe button there for a reason. Why not press it? And I'll catch y'all next one. Bye bye.